Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Green Bay Packers. No two NFL teams have played more often than the Bears and Packers, and we're underway from Lambeau. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning.
Menu narration set to 100.
Y'all gotta pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. We might more Power Ranger. Mine also dangerous. Y'all talk outrageous. Touch my savior. Keeping that touch with my haters. Devils can't hear it no more. Stand up to the man, can't fear him no more. On the gram, don't feel it no more. You were driving a minute, but can't steer it no more. Riding away, but now you're chilling on shore. What's it used to being rich?
It's the only fan-owned franchise here in the NFL. And tens of thousands of those fans have their cheeseheads on, and it filled the stands of historic Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Up next, let's keep it in the NFC for this game between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. Santos out for the opening kick. And away we go from Wisconsin. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Straight to the air is Richardson. Oh, it's intercepted. What a start. Jalen Johnson with the pick. Well, Brock, if the goal was to set the tone that you're going to be aggressive all game, I would say mission accomplished. But it might be tough to connect on a lot of those against a defense that came ready to play.
Yeah, they were not caught off guard for a second, Kate. They know this offense likes to be aggressive, and dare I say, they may have been expecting that deep shot on the opening snap.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. It's a tackle. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. First down play, that's a 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You can throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Motion a receiver left. Williams from the gun. His first throw is an interception. Picked off by Colin Oliver. And the Packers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Intercepted. The 26-yard line.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Hits him on the out route. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Running for the first time now with a man out of Texas Tech. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Set up. No ball. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger.
Trying the inside handoff to Lloyd. He's able to manage a couple on that run.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Ready, go.
They run once more with Lloyd. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Let's go now. Ready, ready.
3rd and short yardage here, Richardson. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player, and now as a coach, please don't do that. I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pin. Got a man, it's Colston Loveland. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. H.N., a 1st down carry. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Devontae Wyatt finishing that play off.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
2nd down carry for H.N. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be 1st down Chicago.
A gain of 15. 1st down Bears.
Now here's Williams. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And that sack draws him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this 2nd down.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with the sack.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. Running back sent in motion. Has him on the quick hitter. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. About set. This is 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, Williams. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
For the Bears field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is good. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you're looking for on the call sheet.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. And he got all on that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on the 35-yard line.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. And this is lofted deep down the middle. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I love that. And I love that defensively right there. It's about the only thing you could do to the tight ends at this level. You have got to disrupt them. You have got to match their physicality with even more physicality, and it forced an incompletion.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. 3rd and long for him here. Down the field, Evans has it. And that nice catch not going to translate into a new set of downs just yet. The stop is made in time to make it 4th and short.
It's 4th down.
The Packers send out their punting unit. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. And not his best punt here. He drops it several yards into the end zone. That's going to lead to a touchback. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Williams on the play action. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He's looking for Colston Loveland. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over.
Completed over the middle. And this play reaches the 35 before he comes to an end. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Achane gets this on the draw. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Off the play fake, Williams. On the left side, he's hauled in by Loveland. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. It's a pickup of 26. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. 1st down, Williams to throw. The throw left side finds Burden. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
And the Bears, 1st down. 1st and goal, Chicago.
These two NFC North teams have played one so far. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Welcome back. 2nd quarter about to start. Bears with a chance for at least 3, possibly 6. Trying to run it in, Achane. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Williams will look to throw. He'll drop this down to Achane. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Achane. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Bears take a 2nd quarter lead. Devon Achane with the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Short pass brought in. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second and 3 now. Play action. It's Richardson. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. He's got it complete to Reed. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Play fake, it's Richardson. He put everything he had into this one. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. There's a dive up the middle. And they'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give them 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
3rd down, they need 7. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. They'll throw 3rd and long. Got a man, this is Evans. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Ruben Hippolyte II able to bring him down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Take over.
On the give, it's Lloyd. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Off the play fake, here's Richardson. He goes down, the Bears got him. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of 3rd down.
Knowing how our wonderful EA Sports team and director does his job, we're going to see a replay real quick here, Kate, and I want to see that moment of truth, that panic in the QB's eyes. You run that bootleg, you're out there alone, you got to make something happen, or you could take a risk like that, a huge sack for this defense.
He has room past the 25, and he pushes this down to the 22-yard line.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do it through the offseason, do it through training camp, do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Complete right side. Burden has it. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Take a look by the Packers on third down. They'll air it out on third. That's Cox. This is Loveland. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Exactly 2 minutes to play in half number 1. More from Lambeau after this. Now they send their back in motion right. First down, Williams. Secured by Burden on the slant. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And it'll be first down Bears.
So critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the blocks in front of him. That's well done by everybody.
First down throw by Williams. This is cut downfield by Allen. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26. The Packers take their first time out. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
What is on?
They pitch it to Achane. And he's going to be encouraged out of bounds there with a pickup of 4 and 2nd and 6.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, he got a nice little gain on the ground.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Out of the shotgun, give to Swift. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. 2 yards on the pickup. That leaves him with third down and 3.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up third and 3.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. He's his man, caught by Odunze. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. He got it, that's all that matters. Sends him up with a 1st and goal. Now timeout taken by Green Bay, that's it, second. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
What is it on? Here we go.
Williams from the gun. Bails out of the pocket quick. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Timeout taken by the Packers. Their 3rd and final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here is 2nd and goal.
What is it?
Here's Williams. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Achane. And he takes it into the end zone for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears will add to their lead at the end of the half. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Fielded at the 7. And he was pushing for midfield there before they finally dragged him down at the 45.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Offensive line fast.
15 yards on the play. That's good.
First down throw here from Richardson. Throwing this for the end zone. And they will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. On now is McManus to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10.
What's up?
To throw, Williams. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 2nd down.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23.
What is up?
Williams set to pass. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home, and it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
What is up?
3rd and long for him here. Right side and in the hands of Allen. And they catch him just in time to prevent the first, but that got very close, didn't it? It's 4th and maybe a yard. Chicago brings out the punting unit. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. And he gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packers take their first time out, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Toss to the right side. He pushes it up across the 30 before going out. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Let's go now. Go.
Again, left side. Here's Evans. Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play's not going to get past the line. It's going to be 3rd down.
That's one of those plays when you call it, you expect to get decent yards every time. Seeing it stop at the line, man, that's deflating offensively.
3rd and short yardage here, Richardson. Pushes it towards his running back, but it's going to wind up incomplete. That brings up 4th down.
just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our caps to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet and only an incompletion to be had.
Fields this at the 19. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Running with Achane here for the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. And that's not what the offense style about. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Connects downfield, on target to Burton. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Here's Achane up the middle. And good for a gain of 4. It's 2nd down.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Four yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Achane again. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line of gain.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Running for it, it's Swift. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. It's a gain of 4 there. And it'll be 1st down, Bears.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Williams will look to throw. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears make it a 3-possession game. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
Santos now for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bears push their lead to 18. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Here's Robinson with the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Green Bay offense to the line now. First and 10. Now Richardson to throw. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's second down.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. Just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
From the 24 once again, it's second and 10. Back to the air, it's Richardson. And again, it's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions have made this third down.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane, and he couldn't do it on that one.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Here he goes, third and long. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. The intended target there was Mike Evans. And now they're staring at fourth and long.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
For the Packers.
And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33.
What is up?
It's Achane on the inside give. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, hey, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
That one's cut along the left sideline. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop it. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
What is it up?
They run, it's Achane. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, these are some of the little hidden plays in the game. It doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
What is up?
Achane again on second. And that's good for a few. It brings up third down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up third down.
Already know how it go. Already know I got shit on go. Money calling, gotta go. You gotta go if you play or you troll. Freshest on the globe. Got trying to snatch out my soul. Running back,
What is up?
Working from the gun, Williams. And that one's incomplete. For now, it brings up fourth. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. Penalty yardage marked off. Here's 1st and 10. Now Williams. Into a crowd, and the defender comes up with it. The 30. Gets the 10. There it goes. Pick 6. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Gosh, I love that play on so many levels, Kate. Making the interception already a terrific effort by everybody involved. But to put the cherry on top, to take it all the way back to the house, it required extra effort from everybody, and they get the job done.
Here comes a 2-point try partner, Richardson, bringing his offense to the line.
The Packers will set up for the 2.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And no connection on the 2-point try. It fails. Oh, I love seeing this, Brock. They got surprised with the pick 6, but they made absolutely sure there would not be another 2 added on.
Yeah, kind of the epitome of sudden change, especially on such short notice. Not a lot of time to get prepped on that sideline and get out there to defend the 2-point play, but they did their job and limited the damage that came from that interception.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
At their own 28-yard line.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Good long gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
That run may not have gotten you at first, but sure nice little run to set the table.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. And you just get the play off. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's the Bears with possession and a fairly comfortable lead to begin the 4th quarter. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Williams to throw. He'll drop this down to Achane. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Get some space around midfield. Here he goes again. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears have likely locked up the win right there. Devon Achane with the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Santos connects on the point after. And the Bears go up by 19. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. It's everything he has under this one. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Slow knocked away. That's going to send it back to the line for 2nd.
Playing zone coverage in the NFL, we focus so much on the safeties and corners, but so many times it's the linebackers that are the X factors. They make that zone defense go. Tremendous awareness to knock that ball away.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on.
Trying to find Matthew Golden, and that brings up 4th and long.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear a lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Second down carry for H.M. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Going to the ground again on first. Quite the turnaround these last two plays, huh? Nice gain on one, and now they get him behind the line. Now, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Man in motion here. And stick with H.M. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Getting deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Air it out on 3rd. Pass brought in by Burton. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. H.M. gets it. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They run the counter with Swift. It's a nice chunk. Looks like about 5. It's going to be 3rd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. And now here's Williams. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw. Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Ready, go!
To the air on this first down. Richardson. Oh, puts him air under this one. Right side. He's got it inside the 25. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
A gain on the play of 71 yards. And the Packers first down.
Working inside the red zone. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers get it back to within 2 possessions. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
On now is McManus to kick this away. He fields it from the 8. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. And that is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. This drive is going to begin with a run by Swift. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down. Punt team on the field. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. One hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. First call here coming from the shotgun. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Short pass brought in. And he is persuaded to go out of bounds just as he gets this up past the 30-yard line. We've set it downs for him from the 31. Richardson now on 1st and 10. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's 2nd down coming up. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Fits it through the middle. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Richardson to throw again. Finds a man right side. And he's going to be hit and sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They'll throw again. Richardson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. To the air on 3rd and long. Setting up the screen. Lord with the 1st and more. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Once more now, it's Richardson. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage in the window.
He isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 3rd and long. It's Richardson. Sends this to the end zone. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds. Thought he had a touchdown there. So that brings up 4th and long. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown. And you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Now, before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half. 4th and forever coming up. Desperation time here. He's looking deep once again. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced. Brock had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Result of the play.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
It's a gain of 3 for them. That brings up 2nd and 7. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Bears close to picking up their 5th win. Second down now, 7 to go.
What is up?
Achane to the right. And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though. Timmy Brown gets a gain of 5. 3rd down coming up.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. A motion at tight end left. 3rd down run from Achane. What a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up. They'll bring out the punter here. Torrey Taylor will kick this away. And this one, touchdown inside the 30.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
Here we go, shot.
Richardson back to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Finds a seam down the middle. They're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. The Packers trying to hurry to the line.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
1st down throw here from Richardson. Connecting on the slant. And he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the defense. But the catch does get him to the 39-yard line.
Packers, 1st down.
Richardson on 1st and 10. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Jalen Johnson with the pick. And the Bears take over on his 5th interception of the season.